And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the giant chandelier provides light for what should be a fantastic showdown. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the El Nino de Oro.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of...
So they stare into each other's... The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such nice people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he fails to score with that left hook. The straight right just misses. Good counter punching. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second.
There's the bell for round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
You are fighting a swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving the man a chance that shouldn't have one.
How about that time counter shot? Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Punch, counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity. On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Fantastic punch. He misses with that jab. A perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He blocks the uppercut. Tried to score with a jab. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, this is the time. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Every Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Can't land that jab. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do different? There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punch. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. That uppercut misses. Well done with that counter shot. And he scores with the counter. That counter shot lands. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You've got someone with the hand. Oh, wait a minute. Pacquiao is rocked. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. wanted action, and they are giving us action. His stamina is off the charts. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, he is glad to have hurt. Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Punch scores. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers, and Jorge Linares is down. And you can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
I need to see.
The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Add every round in.